Hello, I'm Sandra Lee, and today Jane is with me. Tell me a little bit about what your experience has been like with the Sound Healing Group.
The first time I tried just even a taste of biofield tuning is when Sandra did a demonstration on the Quantum Alignment Show, I believe. I definitely felt something there. So when she opened up a group, I thought it was interesting to try. With our first session, the vibrations were able to pick on stuff that was in our auric field that I thought I cleared with other modalities. Certain modalities maybe can take it to 90% or 95% or 99% or 80%, whatever. And I feel like whatever remnants is left could be still in our auric field. In the healing field, we're healing some really deep wounds that could be not just our personal wounds, but our ancestral wounds, our global consciousness wounds. So a little bit of background of my family, any type of modality that I do on myself, my husband and I, when I get a shift, it kind of changes our family dynamic as well. And so through my husband, even our goldfish and our dog, I can definitely see shifts as well. So, yeah.
So, what have you noticed as we've been doing the sound healing sessions?
I've noticed more harmony, being able to talk about things that maybe were a little more difficult and kind of, I'm like the thing that comes to image right now is my husband works in music. So I'm looking at sine waves, and just how sometimes things can look really fractal. And I got to say, with the biofield tuning, it smoothed things out. So even in an energetic way, conversations are smoother versus more fractal, I guess is the best way I can explain it. And what's interesting is anytime we do any kind of work that I've done, if one of us are in meditation, our dog jumps in our lap. And so with the biofield tuning, the dog is always like hidden and tucked and enjoying as well. So yeah, it's kind of nice.
So how has how you feel shifted since doing this? We've done 6 sessions now,
Yeah.
Group sessions.
So what's really interesting in the current climate of what's going on, I think in the global consciousness and the two very opposite sides, when do you talk? When do you pull back? When is someone willing to listen? When is someone willing to not? So I held my tongue a lot. My naive assumption is that we're all one. It's supposed to be. So when I hear language that goes against that, it kind of puts me into a bit of a shock and anger, and rage literally was in my liver. So what was interesting is with the biofield tuning going on, and you're clearing so much so quickly, and then at the same time, certain things would come up and some energies were being held. And so because I was keeping my mouth quiet, I formed an abscess in my tooth. One of the modalities I work with is called SRT, Spiritual Response Therapy. And I called in the hotline to get a session done on me. And I literally had anger and rage in my liver stuck. It was on a global consciousness level. So I was holding space for a lot. It physically got too much. It was amazing how much my abscess went down and the body pain left my system. So it's been...
So it sounds like you feel like the biofield tuning helped you get through that.
Yes.
Maybe it also helped bring the stuff up.
Oh, it brought the stuff up because it's stuff. I mean, we're dynamic human beings and we know how to hide things that maybe we feel we're not ready to deal with or afraid to deal with. And the biofield tuning literally shakes everything up and bubbles it to the surface, and then you have to deal with it, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel like it's helping you in ways that the other modalities aren't?
Biofield tuning definitely helps to elevate other modalities, but it also captures things that maybe some modalities are missing. It forces you to look at things that maybe you didn't realize. The unseen.
The ancestral part of it, looking at the inherited over the lifetime. So it's like it picks up all the little things that have happened along the way, and it helps me, those are all influencing what's going on for me right now.
A lot of stuff that I've been working on with other modalities, it's like there's still remnants and fractals. The littlest bit can make a huge difference. So I think that's where it's so powerful. It's the subtleties it's able to pick up on. I've been working on ancestral stuff for over 20 years. So the fact that biofield tuning was still able to pick up stuff, but that's inherited. So how many generations? I have books on my lineage that date back to, I don't know how many centuries. So what's really nice about it is that it's helped me come into more peace and harmony. And the things that were keeping me from fully expressing peace and harmony, it's helped to bring to the surface, like, oh, this is what's still going on. And what's interesting is the more biofield tuning we've been doing, my dad's the first one to jump in easily, because any modality, I was like, try this. He's very open. What I've noticed is that with my energetic shifts that absolutely affect them, she's very excited about doing sessions with you next month in August. So yeah, it'll be interesting what comes up.
Thank you very much, Jane. It's been wonderful, wonderful, wonderful having you in the group. And I'm looking forward to meeting your parents.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you for just guiding us through this whole experience. I mean, your openness and your sharing is quite powerful, because it just shows how much work you've done with yourself and how powerful the work is. And you're able to lend with openness how it's helped you. And it's so beautiful. Seriously, it's really beautiful work you're doing. So thank you.
Thank you.